Have you ever wondered why people are suddenly talking about you? Why your name keeps coming up in conversations, even when you're not around? It's because something about you has changed. You've taken control of your life, and others can't ignore it. You're no longer just sitting back and letting life pass you by. You're actively pursuing growth, chasing your goals, and becoming the best version of yourself. This transformation hasn't just changed your life, it's captured the attention of everyone around you. People notice when you start to shine. It's not just the big changes, like a new job or a fitness transformation. It's the energy you radiate, the determination you show, and the discipline you've developed. Those around you see it and ask themselves, what's going on with them? They seem so focused, so driven. They may not know all the details, but they can feel that you're working on something big. That curiosity sparks conversations, and soon enough, you become the topic of admiration, speculation, and yes, even criticism. What stands out the most is your success. Life seems to be working in your favor. Opportunities are opening up to you, and you're achieving goals that once seemed unreachable. People talk about your achievements, but they often overlook the hard work behind them. They see the results but not the late nights, the sacrifices, and the moments of self-doubt you had to overcome. To them, it might seem like everything just worked out for you, like luck played a role. But you and I know better. Unfortunately, not everyone will celebrate your progress. Some will downplay your success and claim you didn't deserve it. They'll dismiss it as luck instead of recognizing the persistence it took to get here. This kind of simplification can hurt, especially when you've poured your heart into your journey. But their judgment says more about them than it does about you. Jealousy often creeps in when people see someone else rising. It's not always obvious, it hides behind ambiguous compliments or passive-aggressive remarks. The classic question, who do they think they are, actually has nothing to do with you. It's a projection of their inner struggle, a defense mechanism to mask their discomfort with your growth. For some, the success of others is an uncomfortable reminder of their own stagnation or lack of progress. Your success acts as a mirror reflecting their unfulfilled dreams, missed opportunities, or fears of failure. That confrontation is uncomfortable and unwelcome for many. Instead of turning that discomfort inward and using it for self-reflection, they often choose the easier path, criticism. Pointing fingers and tearing others down feels safer than facing their own weaknesses. This jealousy isn't really personal, even though it might feel that way. It's a reaction to the contrast between your progress and their perceived lack of it. When someone sees you rising, they might envy what they believe they've lost or missed out on. The truth is, your journey doesn't diminish theirs, it only highlights what they're not yet ready to admit to themselves. As the talk grows, so does the curiosity. People start to question every detail of your life, from your finances to your relationships, trying to make sense of your rise. Speculation becomes their favorite pastime. Sometimes they paint a flattering picture of you, elevating your status in their minds, while other times they fill in the blanks with assumptions that couldn't be further from the truth. That's how gossip is born, it thrives on fragments of truth, mixed with wild guesses. The mystery surrounding your success fuels it even more. The less people know, the more they invent. It's human nature to seek answers, and when those aren't readily available, the mind creates its own stories. While part of this talk may stem from genuine admiration, envy often twists it into something critical or skeptical. Even compliments can carry a sharp edge, disguised in sarcasm or doubt. But whether positive or negative, one thing remains: people notice you. Gossip, envy, and curiosity are all signs that your actions have made an impact. Even those who criticize you are indirectly acknowledging that you've done something worthy of attention. They wouldn't bother speculating about you if, in some way, you didn't matter to them. The psychology behind this attention is fascinating and revealing. At its core, it's about projection. People unconsciously project their insecurities, fears, and frustrations onto you. Your success challenges them and forces them to confront parts of themselves they've been avoiding. For some, your success feels like a spotlight on their own perceived inadequacies, and instead of dealing with those feelings, they turn them outward. Negativity often becomes a coping mechanism. By focusing on you, people distract themselves from their own inner struggles. It's easier for them to criticize your life than to ask difficult questions about their own. Your growth has unintentionally become a mirror reflecting their unfulfilled ambitions and unresolved fears. That reflection can be uncomfortable, even painful. That is not your burden, even if it sometimes feels heavy. It's a sign that you're doing something meaningful, something that matters. Their reactions say less about you and more about what they see, or don't see, in themselves. Your journey is not a threat to them, yet their minds interpret it that way, revealing emotions they haven't processed. Even more revealing is the impact of your presence, whether you're physically there or not. Your name keeps coming up in conversations, and that's no coincidence. You've become a source of fascination, someone who provokes curiosity, admiration, or even resentment. The fact that people talk about you even in your absence speaks volumes about how much space you occupy in their thoughts. When you're not in the room, speculation often gets louder. People feel encouraged to share their opinions or assumptions, thinking you won't hear them. Gossip thrives in that environment, where people feel safe to speculate and judge. But this behavior reveals an undeniable truth: you've made a lasting impression. You've become unforgettable, and whether people admit it or not, they can't ignore the effect you've had. That is a form of power, even if it comes with challenges. The more space you occupy in people's minds, the more influence you have. Whether they admire you, envy you, or criticize you, their attention is proof that you've achieved something. Your presence, or even just the thought of you, forces people to confront ideas and emotions they'd rather avoid. The key to handling this kind of attention is to stay focused on your own path. It's easy to get distracted by the noise, the opinions, the gossip, the negativity swirling around you. But none of it has real meaning for your journey unless you let it. The conversations about you, whether positive or negative, are signs of the progress you've made. They're proof that you stand out, that you've become someone who gets noticed. This is your moment to double down on your goals. You've already shown that you're capable of extraordinary growth. The talk and the speculation are just signs that you're doing something right. They remind you that you're not like everyone else, that you're walking your own unique path. Let those conversations fuel your ambition, not distract you from your purpose. Negativity and gossip are inevitable side effects of success, but they're also powerless unless you give them weight. Remember, the noise is just that, noise. It can't stop you unless you let it. Stay focused, stay determined, and keep moving forward. Your journey is about fulfilling your purpose, not about pleasing the critics or silencing the gossip. Keep your eyes on your goal and let the chatter fade into the background. Recognize the attention for what it is, a sign that you're making waves. People talk about those who make an impression, and right now, that's you. But don't get caught up in their narratives. Stay true to your path and let your work speak for itself. The more you focus on your goals, the less their opinions will matter. You're building a legacy, step by step, and no gossip can take that away from you. So keep going. Let them talk. Let them speculate. Every word they speak about you is a reminder that you're doing something right. Your progress is undeniable, your presence is powerful, and your journey is yours alone. Stay focused, stay grounded, and keep building the life you deserve. If this message resonates with you, take a moment and write 777 in the comments. It's not just a number, it's a symbol of alignment, success, and the incredible things happening in your life. Keep shining and remember, the world is watching because you're destined for greatness.